Hello guys, today I'm gonna speak about the measurement of heat. In my previous video, I introduced thermal physics to you, and I said that I will create some new videos about thermal physics. So let's start. But before looking at the formula, I wanna teach you something another. So, the amount of heat transferred can be determined by measuring the temperature change of a known mass of a substance that absorbs the heat. So, basically, in this formula, heat is equal to mass times heat capacity times temperature change. So, what do you understand from the latent temperature is temperature final minus temperature initial, and that is how we can find the change in temperature. Also, calorie is mostly used in a unit for heat, but it is not scientific one. The scientific one is joules, and 1 calorie is 4.186 joules. Also, calorie can be expressed as heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 Celsius degrees. So, how we can determine the energy value for foods? As you can see from this picture, there's a heat source which produces heat and affect this knot. So what I wanna say is, if we burn food, we can get their calories by burning them. In our school, we did an experiment about measuring the calories of food and how the calories of food are found. So if we basically burn food, we can get their calories. In this part of the video, I'm gonna explain the specific heat capacity. So, the definition of specific heat capacity is the capacity of a substance to store heat depends on chemical composition. So, in this thing, we can basically understand that every object has different composition and it affects the specific heat capacity. Also, we can define specific heat capacity as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram by 1 degree. How we can determine the heat capacity of a substance? So, if an object is gaining heat more than another, its capacity is higher. So, if we give 30 joules to an object and 15 joules to another object for increasing its temperature of 1 gram, the 30 joules energy has the higher heat capacity because of its joules. So, the more resistant the object is, the more capacity it has. Also, why do different substances have different capacities to store heat? As I mentioned, because every object has different composition, this difference occurs. So there are two examples that was given all the time. The examples is the desert and the sea example. So when we give heat to sand, it immediately rapidly get this heat and increase its temperature. So in summers we can't walk on sand, right? Because of it's low. In geography lessons we learned that land's temperature increase more than water's temperature. So because of that, water or sea has the higher heat capacity when we compare it to the lands. So basically, if we compare sands like deserts and water in sea, we can understand that the heat capacity in water is higher than sands because based on our experiences in summer times. At the first part of the video, I mentioned the measurement of heat and the formula of it. Let's remember it again. The formula is heat is equal to mass times capacity times the difference in temperature, which means temperature final minus temperature initial. We use this formula in the solid state, liquid state, and the gas state. But there are some parts that matters are both liquid and solid, also liquid and gas. In this parts we use the formula that includes heat and mass times latent E for evaporation at the state which is between liquid and gas. Also there's a part left, and this part we use heat is equal to mass times latent of fusion. What is thermal expansion? Thermal expansion is basically the temperature of a substance increases, its molecules move faster and they move farther apart. When the temperature of a substance increases, its kinetical energy increases, and in addition the molecules move apart like that. So think like the solid, liquid and gas states. In this state, temperature changes. It causes molecule it causes increase between molecules. Also, different materials expand at different rates. In bridges, there are expansion joints that allows the bridge to expand and contract. Okay guys, thanks for watching me, and please If you like the video, please click thumbs up and please subscribe my channel. In my another video, I'm gonna speak more about the ways of heat transfer and their conduction, convection and radiation. Thanks for watching me again. Goodbye.